Welcome to Z. Welcome to our presentation about the Z Hub and making you an expert in bookings. Before I go into the details, my name is Oliver. I'm the founder and CEO of Z. We started, as you can see here, in 1989, many years ago, and we have therefore some kind of history. Briefly, because many people ask, what is Z standing for? Sport, events, tours and travel. Now let me explain why. We have basically three areas of business. We have the central area, our keystone, always have been group bookings. Group bookings in all variants and all kinds of. Out of the group booking system which we have developed, we then built the Z Hub, which is an online booking tool you can use to make hotel, transfer and excursion bookings, activity bookings. The third leg of our business is the sport tickets. Sport and event tickets, the first part of our name, that is where it's coming from. And let me show you a little bit about this. So first of all, for you guys, we have a special area which is the agents area. Yeah. So in the agents area, you can find, first of all, the group request, the group form. That is basically the only thing you have to know is whenever you have a group request, you enter all your details in this form. Yeah. You can also, if you have a file you want to upload as a briefing, you can do that as well. As soon as you send this form, you will get an offer within 24 hours. That is our 24-hour group offer. The group offer will include hotels, prices, conditions for cancellation, for payments, etc. It will show the different room types you're requesting with the different prices and meal plans. If you have requested transfers and other services, you will see them as well. Of course, it might be that we will come back with a question if there is something to be cleared, but normally if you use the form, you cannot forget anything. That it's everybody hates forms, but in this case it makes sense because it also works like a checklist, you can call it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first thing, and for the groups, the only thing I would like to say, and I'm jumping here now to our contacts, is at the moment we have exactly 19 offices worldwide. We are developing more. So at the moment, for example, we will open an office soon in Sweden, and we will open an office in Ireland. That's the next steps, which are already clear. If you have any questions or you are interested to be an office manager, of course, let us know. So now, for the groups, every request goes to the group's email address, which means the whole group team will be on it. Yeah. What I also want to say for the rest, here you find all our contact details. Whenever you need something, you will send a message to the support team and you will get an answer on the same day. If it's about an existing reservation, add the reservation number, of course. Describe the problem as good as possible, maybe with a screenshot or some pictures. It's always helpful. And tell us what you need, and then we'll come back. Of course, if you have something, your customer is on spot and needs help with something or has some changes, etc., same as well. All this goes to support. You might not see that many advertisements from us, not many of these big brochures sending out, because we really invest mainly into the support team, because having a good support, we found out, give us the advantage that travel agents talk about us to others. So it's a kind of a mouth-to-mouth propaganda, you can call it. And that's much more worth than money, I have to say. So that is why we are keeping our support team very fit, and they're very good and very fast. Anything else you need, you find here, yeah, from our sports department. If you have a technical question, financially, etc. And of course, you also find our phone numbers here. As in our main markets, Austria and Germany, we also have our sales experts. We have Luise and Alex here, so you can contact them directly as well. Okay, now coming to the next thing, we have the groups. There's not much to say about the groups. The next step is our ticket shop. What is a ticket shop? Here you can see you select your sport, and you have soccer, you have Formula One, MotoGP, etc., etc. So now if we, for example, take soccer, and then you have subcategories, the different leagues. You can see we have the Italian league, we have the British league, we have the Scottish Premiership, we have Bundesliga, etc. So, and here, for example, we have the Champions League. So, as you can see here, it jumps automatically and shows you all of these events belonging to this section chronologically. But of course, you can search after a special event. And you see here, these are already sold out. Now let's say the next one which is available here is Atletico Madrid versus Bodø in Norway. And you can see here there is 5 tickets in stock in the grandstand, and so-called bench experience, which is a hospitality ticket, is going for 176 euros. Yeah. So here you can see this ticket is category 2. Yeah, you find category 2 here, and that's where you will be seated. You can, in this case, purchase 5 tickets. You click on buy. You enter your travel agency details first, as you are your details. Yeah, and then you enter the details of the traveler, which is always the full name, the nationality, and the birth date. Yeah, and then this here has to be paid immediately with the tickets, which means you're using your credit card, but there's no fees. Yeah, so the price you see here is your net purchase buying price, and we recommend to take a 10 to 50% markup for your business. So this is the ticket shop. What you will get after you purchase the ticket is of course a confirmation and an invoice with all the details mentioned on it. Please be aware, tickets cannot be refunded, tickets cannot be cancelled, tickets are always non-refundable. The delivery of the ticket is very short before the event starts, because many teams, for security reasons, and there's all kinds of things going on, they want to avoid, of course, they are sending the tickets sometimes even on a day before the match. So it is a short time, but our tickets are always guaranteed. Yeah. Okay. Now that so far is here our groups online and the sports tickets. So these 2 legs we have been working on, and now we are going to the next one, which is our B2B booking system. A few facts about this. We have 2.7 million hotels across 195 countries. We have over 12,000 global partners. We are using 700 channel managers plus 280 bed banks, which means for each hotel we have all kinds of sources where the prices are coming from, but of course we make it easy. The best price is always on top. I will show you. 75,000 direct contracts, we have Booking.com completely integrated, yeah, as a partner. So we also have all these smaller hotels which are located, you know, somewhere in the mountains, who are only bookable on Booking.com. That is why we have integrated them in our system. We are a preferred Nezasa partner. Nezasa is a special software company in Switzerland, which is very popular throughout big tour operators to help them making dynamic package prices where they are using our hotel content. Our availability is up to the day of arrival. This comes from our beginning times when we've been working a lot in Asian countries. Asian travelers have a much shorter decision period than Europeans, for example. So in India, for example, to book for tomorrow or even for today is completely normal. This is why we are experts on that and have a dedicated last minute group department. Our group quotes I've explained already, transfers and activities in over 1,000 destinations, 50,000 sports and events tickets on our website, and of course 24/7 our human support. And we are technically integrated with the back office systems. We are getting more and more of those back office systems for integration. If you have special wishes there, drop us a mail. We can always talk about it. Okay, let's go. When you are in the system here and you are as an agent, you go to login. Yeah. So you get from us, when you sign up, you get a corporate ID to log in. Your username is always your email address, and the password is the password that you have created yourself. And of course, you can always, if you are not aware, now I'm already logged in, but normally if you would click on this, you would come to a page where you can say, I forgot my password, and make a new one. But I'm already logged in here, yeah, as you can see. So let me close this window. And before I do this, just that you know, there is also, of course, our FAQ site, where you want to have it in English. You can see here all the processes in a booking, cancellation, and how it works are explained in detail here as well. So if after our little training you have some things you want to read up or go more into details, you can do this here, of course. Good. Let me go to the mother of our product, and I'm making this a little bit bigger so you can see it better. Okay, now first of all, on top there is your logo, which is clear you are using the right system. So and on the very top here is your name and the name of the company. I'm logged in as Vincent now. Here you can change the languages. At the moment, Danish and Swedish are not activated, but you have English, German, Arab, and French. These are working. So here you see the first screen: hotels, transfers, activities. Yeah. Let's start with the hotels. You enter the destination here. Yeah. You enter your, let's say, travel date, and then the number of rooms and the number of packs. There's a maximum of 10 people per booking, which means everything above 10 people is a group request where you please send us the form. If you have kids, you enter the kids and the age of the kids, and that's how it's running. Let's keep it simple for the start. This is registered as a Danish company, so wherever you are based automatically, that is automatically pre-filled, and you can of course change it. At the moment, we have here, as it's a Danish company, Euro, Danish crown, Swedish crown, and Norwegian crown. If you want to work with some currencies especially, just give us a shout, send us a mail, and we can arrange that. Normally, it's always pre-installed euros, and in some countries, US dollar. Now we come to the advanced search. Here I can search after the hotel rating, the stars, the meal plan, and facilities. Now, let's say I'm just going for 4 and 5 star hotels in Berlin. I could write a hotel name here. Yeah, very important to say, do not write Hotel Hilton Berlin, because the system will then automatically look for exactly this name with exactly these letters. But if you are clever and instead of Hilton, or in this case, for example, Leonardo, let's say you have the Leonardo hotels, you just use these 4 letters, yeah, and the system, when you do the search, will show you only 4-star Leonardo hotels. Leonardo, yeah. Okay, now if you say, I like Leonardo hotels, really nice, but I would like to compare something else, you just click here, empty the name field of the hotel, and you see all 4-star hotels in Berlin. The same goes here. You can just enter a few letters and the system will come with suggestions. You can also say, I just look for available Hilton hotels, yeah, and you will see this here as well, yeah. Okay, now let's take this off and let's see everything. Now, this is built like everywhere else. I think there's nothing so special here in our front. Here you can modify your search, and if you already have found some hotels, you can keep your filter data, yeah, so you don't have to do that again, but you can change a few nights earlier, or 1 room more or less, or whatever. Now, here you find the meal plan, you find the category, you find the TripAdvisor rating. It depends. There is at the moment only 4-star ratings, so you only can look for this here. Then you have points of interest. You can see areas. I can say I want to be in the area of Kurfürstendamm, and then the system says 5 kilometers to Kurfürstendamm. I can change that and say I am maximum 1 kilometer to Kurfürstendamm, and then the system will tell you exactly the distance. Yeah, of course there are cities where you don't know where to go. Yeah, could be. So you can just look at the little map here. Yeah, and if I see this, for example, here, yeah, I can then go and check and say that's the Ghana hotel, for example, yeah, but I want to check, let's say, for the Humaris hotel, yeah, so I enter Humaris and the system will show me where the Humaris hotel is located, yeah, so you have only this hotel. Or you can also go into a special area and you can say, yeah, I would like to be there, and then you can enter, for example, here, now let's say this is Ulanstraße, yeah, you can enter here and it will find it, and then you have here all the hotels in this surrounding, yeah. Okay. What is this? Okay, I have to look at this. Interesting. Okay. So now that is our smart map, where you can only have a special area, or let's say now Lietzenburger Straße, for example, yeah, and it jumps to this area and it shows you the hotels there. Excuse me, there is something going on here with Google. They are, I don't know, interfering here and I cannot click it away. So anyways, this is the clever card, and then we have the so-called general card, which when we tick this away, we can take a big map here. And in the big map, you will see now all of Berlin, yeah, all the areas, and the system will show you the hotels with this price legend. Yeah, if our system is working with built-in price intelligent system based on AI, which means the system is calculating a year before and a year ahead, and will tell you exactly, out of a B2B perspective, is this a very low price, is this a good B2B price, or is this a high B2B price? Yeah. So now if you are checking here, yeah, you can dig deeper, and you see here, for example, this hotel, Melia, 4-star, 226 euros, yeah, and if I go here and I turn the green one to red, it means I've marked it. Yeah, the Leonardo I remember as well, and then I have another hotel very close by, which is the NH Collection, and I memorized this as well. Yeah, so here I didn't. So now it's there. Okay, back to the list view, and I say shortlisted. See, I'm making mistakes as well. Now I have to see. Where are we? Here. So now we have it marked. Now we have 3. Yeah. So now we have marked these 3 hotels. Yeah. And as you can see, they are of course sorted by price. Now when I say price, this price here, yeah, is your selling price. Yeah. If you have not entered the markup, your selling price is your buying price. So what we have to say here is, we click, we see the pricing, and we click on the rate, and when you have the price breakdown, you can see this is your net price, this is what you're paying to us, and this is your selling price with your markup. Yeah. How do you get a markup? Very simple. If you click here, the system shows you, for hotels, I've entered 10%. For the transfers, also 10%. For the activities, I've entered 12%. You can change this, and it will take approximately 30 minutes until it is active. Yeah. So that is basically a very simple way of checking that. Now you see here the room type, you see what meal plan, and then you see here the cancellation conditions, and you can of course load them and see what is the exact cancellation charge, etc. And of course you can also say, I only want to see hotels I can cancel free of charge. Yeah. Now I've made these 2 nights, and it's a special event in Berlin going on. There is event period, so you can see we have free cancellation rooms still available. Yeah. And we also have the same in the Melia, which was maybe, let's say, the original requested hotel from the client. Yeah. And if you're loading the prices and you compare, so to say, the Melia and the and the Leonardo. Now we have here, we have a price for 182, and here we have a price from 226. So that's around about 40%, 40 euros, or 20% price difference. So if you have a client who looks a little bit on his budget, he might say, oh, nice, sounds good. What you can do is you can send him, if you click here, you can send him a hotel description with pictures, with all the details, you know, and you send just a link. Yeah, you send this link, and he has a description here, all the facilities. He even has an interactive Google map. Yeah, so I can completely zoom in like I would do on Google. I can, you know, actually go into the hotel. Yeah, I can place myself in front. I can see the hotel from outside. I can go along, you know. I can here at the corner there is the Berlin Theater, Berlin Ensemble. Here is a very nice restaurant around the corner. Yeah, so you can really look at the place, or the customer can look at the place, and you can show him. So I guess that's quite a helpful thing. You can copy also this URL and just drop it into a mail, etc. So this is possible. You can also, what you can also do is, you can say, I take this rate. You see, a new symbol came up here. And I take this rate, yeah. I have to check that.